in the Concacaf Women's U17 qualifiers final round between Costa Rica and Mexico. Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. Pitch conditions 76 degrees, absolutely perfect for the players on the field. Yes, it's sunny, but 21 miles per hour winds to help ease the pressure on the field. Now, talking about pressure in Group A, these two teams think they can win it. Costa Rica 8-0 winners over Haiti to set the tone for the group. Mexico's first match 5-0 winners over Bermuda, as they both are on 3 points, but of course Costa Rica have the edge on goal difference. Well, now these two teams, the titans of CONCACAF in this age group, will be ready to lock horns and try to decide things in the next 90 minutes. Mexico trying to secure their 8th World Cup appearance. Costa Rica trying to secure their 3rd. Costa Rica got here after winning Group A in the initial qualifying round with a 7-0 win over Grenada and a 3-0 win over Dominican Republic. Then that 8-0 win for Haiti leaves them with 18 goals in their last 3 games, as Las Ticas are rolling, and they will look to do so again today. As for Mexico, well, they have been dominant in their last few years, and they will look to push on again today against Las Ticas in the Battle of North America against Central America. In Mexico's first game in that 8-0 win, the star was Lucia Paniagua, a hat-trick that day. And to go along, actually that was Costa Rica's 8-0 win, a hat-trick that day, also a hat-trick for her against Grenada in January in the qualifying round, leaving that 2 hat-tricks in 3 games with 7 goals altogether. Well, the officials and the teams are making their way on the pitch. We're going to have the national anthems, starting lineups, meet the officials, and first half kickoff. But with only 4 spots up for grabs in the Concacaf region, 1 winner from each group will go through, and the best second place team will go to Morocco this year for the 2025 U17 Women's World Cup. And both of these 2 teams think they have a right to be on that flight. Next 90 minutes will prove to be an intense one, as Ticas 8-0 winners over Haiti, Mexico 5-0 over Belize, after Bermuda rather. And the star Paniagua and the 2 captains coming to the middle as the starting lineup for Las Ticas. 4-3-3 is the lineup. Not many changes, as you can understand, as Melissa Vargas, Neylen Baquero, Ocampo, Ruiz and Alfaro at the back line. Paniagua in the middle of the park. In front, Serrano, Medina and Azafreta to go along with Solano in midfield. Captains, Adore Monroy from USA, Tiffany Turpin as well, Maria Han Gongan Charitin from Canada, and Glenda Lopez will make up the 4 officials for today's match. 2 captains, Tiara Ruiz from Costa Rica and Bernice Ibarra from Mexico. Mexico make 2 changes from that 5-0 win 2 days ago. The goalkeeper, Valentina Morieta, comes in for Del Real, and Danye Sanchez, the number 8, comes into midfield to partner up with Reyes Barajas. Miyazato, Eva Stack and Solis will be the attackers up front. Mexico ousted in the first round of the World Cup just a year ago in Santo Domingo. 2024, in 2022 they were ousted again in the first round, trying to leave their mark now on Costa Rica, getting to the World Cup on 2 separate occasions, trying to get there again for a 3rd time. Well, the stage is set here in Toluca. Veronica Solano will kick us off. Costa Rica, Las Ticas in red, Mexico in all white. At stake, who will go on top of Group A? This match can decide the group and get a ticket to Morocco for World Cup U17 2025. Costa Rica left to right, Mexico right to left. And we're off. Costa Rica in that 4-3-3. And of course, hard to judge defensively after they have scored 18 goals without conceding so far in this qualifying campaign. But I tell you what, the firepower has just been electric. Paniagua, 7 goals in 3 games for Las Ticas. Mexico did not have to go through a qualifying campaign, but they were just as effective up front against Bermuda, with Solis, the number 11, being the instigator on the left wing. Throw in for Costa Rica and Serrano. Down the line we go, cleared away. Back to the back line, picking it up for Mexico. It's Stack, and she's dispossessed. Here's Serrano. Ball goes out of play, throw in for Costa Rica. Taken quickly. Paniagua gets a foot to it. And Sanchez as well in midfield. Costa Rica going all the way back and regaining possession. Ocampo. And the back line of Tiara Ruiz and Baquero. Here's Ruiz, the captain. Going out to the left-hand side. Now Mexico. Costa Rica now pushing forward. Paniagua slipping it through. Back to Azofreita. Now Mexico get possession. Pushing right through is Stella Ruiz. Sanchez. Miyazato on the right-hand side. Mexico's first spell of possession in the opening 2 minutes. There's the captain Ibarra, who's so good with her passing ability. She breaks lines and switches play just like this. Miyazato, awkward bounce for her, and it's going to be a throw-in for Costa Rica. And the other match going on between Honduras and USA. At halftime, USA up a goal to nil. USA very much dominant in the qualifying zone for Concacaf. They have won this tournament a record 8 times. Sanchez. Absolutely being hustled out, and the ole coming from the sidelines. The Mexicans have shown up in Toluca, understanding what this match has at stake. Tuning in is Miyazato. There's Reyes. Onto the left-hand side. Soli to the byline. Into the side netting. Goal kick Costa Rica. Costa Rica getting the silver medal in this competition in 2008. Never won it. Mexico and their fans enjoyed a 2013 trophy, or first place in this competition. It is the only time they've won the tournament. Quesada goes out wide. Maniagua turning in midfield, dispossessed. Ibarra. Sanchez. The white ribbon is so symbolic. To the sideline, Sanchez heading towards the corner flag. And she's hounded by Arquero. Through in on the far side. Actually, it's going to be a corner kick, the first of the day. And it goes to Mexico. And the set piece taker, it's Itali Reyes from Las Vegas University. They have a stack on the penalty spot for Mexico. So to Barajas. Reyes lofting this one to the last post as Barajas. And the captain Ruiz nods it away for a throw-in for Mexico. Plano back inside. Maniagua clears it only as far as Gonzalez. Costa Rica win it back. Solano. Solis. Thumping clearance by Ocampo. Ibarra. Martinez. Back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez played in the group stage for Mexico in the World Cup a year ago in Santo Domingo. So this is back here finding Villalpano. She goes over, referee says play on. Paniagua up the line, through the legs. Solis gets it back. Ticas throw in. Kisha Serrano. This for Edi Chorotega in Costa Rica. Sanchez. deflection. Paniagua trying to get in there. Azofeifa holding off two Mexicans, keeping possession. Here's Paniagua on that deft left foot. Ocampo. Captain Ruiz. Mexico's pressure. They're sustaining it, and Costa Rica having a hard time threading the ball through. A beautiful ball. Azofeifa to the byline, and she's offside. Free kick for Mexico. An update from Group C. USA has just doubled their advantage through Michaela Johnson. USA now have a 2-0 cushion over Honduras. Captain herself, Benice Ibarra from Pachuca. Lofting this one over the backline of Costa Rica. And Quesada from Alajuelense. There is Alfaro, who scored in the last game against Haiti. Solis. Villalpando. Mexico enjoying the lion's share of possession so far in the first 8.5 minutes. Villalpando. Little touch from Reyes, back inside. Switching is Ibarra. Miyazato. The righty on the right, trying to get to the byline to cross. And the battle has been won by Piquero. Goal kick for Costa Rica. Quesada. Arquero. An errant pass means a throw-in for Mexico. Ibarra. Villalpando with time. Lofting this one. Midway through the Costa Rican half, but it's going to go out of play. For a goal kick for Quesada and company. Well, she's not been scored on, Quesada, in the qualifiers. As Costa Rica rampant in this campaign. 3 wins out of 3, 18 goals to 0. And Ibarra gets a free kick in the center circle for Mexico, taken quickly. Referee Monroy wants the exact blade of grass. Miyazato. Game starting to settle into a pattern now. Mexico really enjoying possession. Costa Rica with the attacking prowess of Paniagua, Solano, Recio, looking to pounce on a press or a counter press. Sanchez going out to Miyazato. Gonzalez with time, coming up from the center-back position. Lofted it to the box. And Reyes into Quesada. Possession count so far, Costa Rica edging Mexico 54-46. Ashlyn Anderson giving USA now a 3-0 lead over Honduras. Solis chasing back. Here's that cross from Gonzalez. Reyes coming in at the last post, gets a foot to it. He didn't make the contact the way she would have wanted. Straight into Quesada's hands. Martinez, the physical right back to Gonzalez. Murieta, who did not start against Bermuda, gets the nod tonight in goal for Mexico. Del Pando over the top, giving chases the race. Out of a goal is Quesada. Goal kick. Costa Rica also got 4th place in this tournament in 2010. The 2 World Cup campaigns were 2008 and 2014. This one goes out of play. Will be a throw-in for Costa Rica. And the animated gestures from Miguel Gamero. Keisha Serrano. Back to Serrano. Solis gets a piece of it. And there was a sound on a follow-through. And the left winger is back on her feet. What a fantastic match against Bermuda. Inadvertent from Serrano, but just as painful. There's the captain, Ruiz. It is for Sporting FC. Alfaro, her teammate in Sporting FC. Alfaro lofting it forward, was under pressure. And Ibarra will go back to Murieta. And the pressure pays off for Costa Rica. As Edgar Rodriguez, in all blue for Costa Rica, looks like he wants to get on the pitch and have a go. Paniagua somehow keeps possession, somehow gets past to Paniagua, magic to the edge of the box. Now in the box is Paniagua. And the captain Ibarra coming across and expertly bodies off the number 10 and wins a free kick for Mexico. Incredible dribbling play by Paniagua. And then Ibarra comes across and gives us a lesson in 1v1 defending. Such is the standards in Concacaf Women's U17 football. Sanchez. Solis switching sides from right to left now, from left to right rather. Martinez. Solis, that first touch invited Barquero. And Barquero obliged with a sliding tackle. El Tricolor, 2013 champions in this tournament. Headed out by Ruiz. Sanchez's shot just passed. First real bit of daylight for any side. And it fell for Sanchez, the number 8 for Mexico. Couldn't find that far corner. .5 minutes gone. Costa Rica 0, Mexico 0. The battle for Group A. Both of these teams have one more game. Mexico have to play Haiti. Costa Rica have to play Bermuda. Giving chase is Reyes on this left-hand side and wins a corner for El Tricolor. Villalpando, left back. And in the space of 10 minutes, USA have turned the game upside down in Group C. Coming out of the half with a 1-0 lead, they now lead Honduras by 4-0. Barquero playing left back this evening. 73 degrees in Toluca. The city is dead red in the middle of Mexico. And Edgar Rodriguez. This is the quietest you're going to see him for the match. Solis gets the better of Barquero, now cuts it back smartly. Solis. Martinez overlapping, crossing. Goal kick, Las Ticas. Alfaro. Too much physicality coming from Gonzalez. And referee Monroy is going to have a word with the Mexican centre-back. As he hands all over Solano, but now Monroy kicks it away. Once upon a time in this sport, that would have been an immediate yellow card for impeding the play. Ruiz lofting it. Mexico on top of their own box, heading it out. Campo Barajas, who patrols the defensive midfield area for Mexico, controlling. Ibarra drives it to the left corner flag. Running on is Miyazato, and Quesada does not take any chances. Throwing from Mexico, just in line with the 18-yard box. Villalpando. Campo. Flicked on by Solano, only as far as Villalpando. "20 minutes in the books. Costa Rica 0, Mexico 0. Two high-scoring teams. But we can understand what is at stake. Paniagua showing off her ability, 10v10, Reyes and Paniagua. And the Costa Rican 10 wins it. Villalpando goes back and wins a free kick for Mexico. The intensity in midfield is stifling. And if you can't notice the trend in Group C, I'll help you out. USA have just scored their 5th against Honduras. Riley Kennedy gets her name in lights. Solis. Campo gets a foot to it. Solano lays it back. And Las Ticas give away possession. Zato. Shot count 2 to Mexico. Costa Rica unable to get a shot off so far. Ibarra trying to get it back. Pops out to Sanchez. She's had one of those shots, has another into the arms of Quesada. "21 minutes gone. And the referee is motioning to the sidelines. There's that strike from Sanchez. And it's going to be Raquel Recio with a wardrobe malfunction, changing cleats. Alfaro so comfortable on the ball. Trying to find on-running Solano. Zato. Educated pass to Barajas. Martinez. Gonzalez rather. Martinez to her right. Here she is. Light pressure from Costa Rica. Reyes. Slipping it through. Zato. To the left byline. Thinks better of it. Villalpando with her left foot crosses to the last post. And here's Solis, the tricky Solis, gets to the byline. Barquero's tackle was accurate. Corner kick for Mexico. Chance of Mexico from the sidelines. Race the right footer. Martinez, the centre back, is on the penalty spot with Eva Stack. Martinez to the near post at the penalty spot, is headed out by Recio. And finally a thumping clearance by Medina. Nubia Medina scoring the 7th goal, that 8-goal rout on Monday. And there's the Costa Rican faithful. Had to have head north in Central America and make their way into North America. Early cross from the right. And Miyazato's header is glanced off for a goal kick. There's that early cross from Martinez. Villalpando. Giving chase on that far side. Medina gets the better of Martinez. Martinez hounding and wins the battle. Now countering and deciding to hold possession instead. Solis. Urieta. Villalpando. With a dink towards the left edge of the corner box, and coming all the way back is Alfaro. Driving it forward. Barajas gets a piece of it. Serrano. Barquero. This game is knotted up, 0-0. 25, now 26 minutes approaching. Ruiz trying to go long, a missed kick allowing Mexico and Sanchez. And a mixed cue, looking for Eva Stack. And the goals keep pouring in Trinidad and Tobago. USA get their 6th long-range strike coming from Jaden Rodriguez. This ball is given away by Alfaro. Here's Eva Stack on top of the box, slipping it inside to Reyes. Reyes goes down, penalty for Mexico. Alfaro was the culprit to give up the pass that allowed Eva Stack to get in, unselfishly laying it off the race. Alfaro was nowhere to be found, and then a lunging tackle to stop Reyes at pinpoint. Reyes closing in, getting the better of Alfaro, dragging that foot. That was all that was needed. Brilliant move from Reyes to give herself room. Wins the penalty for Mexico. And now she gets up, and the number 10 says, I'll take responsibility. Cetali Reyes. Can she give Mexico the lead? Eyeball to eyeball with Quesada. Reyes. Breaks the deadlock with a thumping drive into that top left corner. The authority, the power of the strike tells the tale of what's at stake between Mexico and Costa Rica. And the number 10 gave Quesada and Costa Rica no chance from 12 yards out. Steps up, says we'll have no pushing or tapping of the ball here, laces through it. The sound echoed through Toluca, and the ball ricocheted into the net. Mexico 1, Costa Rica 0. The home team draws first blood. Free kick now for Mexico. Gonzalez wants to take it quickly. But referee Monroy says, not on my watch. This blade of grass over here. Ibarra. Villalpando. Picking up rhythm, Mexico. Confidence slipping it through beautifully for Miyazato to the byline. Crossing, wins the corner. Mexico again in the attacking third. Mexico again with another dead ball. Guess who? Cetali Reyes, who now has 2 goals under her belt in 2 matches. Right footer from the left side means in swinger. Players moving closer and closer to that 6-yard box. Played short. Reyes to the last post. Off the post. The follow-up in the... And it's an absolute roofer to give Mexico a 2-0 lead. Solis showing up. Chance of Mexico as the women U17 team starting to take authority, starting to separate themselves from Costa Rica. A race corner. It was played short and the Costa Rican defense became loose. Reyes' second stab at it floats it to the last post. The header right against the post. Solis followed up on an absolute roofer. No chance for Quesada. 2 thumping drives, one from the penalty spot, one from the left-hand side of the 6-yard area. And Jocelyn Solis gets her second of the tournament. Mexico 2, Costa Rica 0. Quesada now beaten twice in the space of 31 minutes. Costa Rica starting to look around as Mexico begin to encroach again. Sanchez, Solis. Martinez to do the honors. Crowd now really into it. Sanchez. Another corner kick as Mexico starting to put the foot on the throat of Costa Rica. So Reyes with a hand in both goals to take the corner kick. Floated into the 6-yard box, nodded on, and the volley from Ibarra was symbolic of a centre-back in a forward position. Flicked on from Martinez from one centre-back to another. And there was the header from Martinez in the previous corner. Popped out to Solis, and she did the rest. Paniagua, who's been quiet for the last 10 minutes, under pressure. Anytime she gets the ball, there's a white shirt on her back. Corners 3 to Mexico, and they've made use of one of them. Ocampo. Serrano. Actually, it's Medina, cleared away by Martinez. Ruiz. Alfaro. Turning and harassed was Recio. Martinez, Sanchez. Now Mexico get back possession. Villalpando. Urieta, who's been quiet. Sanchez, Barajas, Isla Reyes. Reyes trying to thread it through, and Alfaro gets a piece of it, but Solis shows up. Driving forward to the byline, Solis crossing to the last post, nodded back across the goal beautifully from Eva Stack, and gathered up from Quesada. Again, Solis in the thick of things, with nowhere to go. Found it at the last post. Stack just nodding it across with no angle to work with. And Quesada recovering. Going over is Reyes. Free kick for Mexico. Update from Group C, Ashlyn Anderson with a tap-in to get her second of the match and third of the tournament to make it 7-0 USA over Honduras. There's that cross and a little nod back across the goal, beautifully done by Stack. That's all she could have done. And there was the free kick given up by Recio. Martinez. Sanchez making a run. Getting to the byline. Sanchez crossing again. Out by Recio. We're inside 10 minutes for the end of this first half. Martinez. Mexico. Martinez's cross, top of the box for Reyes. Can't bring it down. A shot by Miyazato. Got under it, and she's frustrated. There's that strike from Miyazato. One to forget. Alfaro. Just lofting it forward. Can't be bothered with the Mexican press anymore. Miyazato. Costa Rica starting to become unraveled, giving up easy and cheap free kicks in the middle of the park. Martinez, Solis rather, getting to the byline. Arquero hounding, still Solis. And they win yet another corner kick, Mexico. Solis's appetite for dribbling. This Italy race. Again to the 6-yard box, and Barajas was almost there. A little bit of a counter for Costa Rica. It's Azofeifa. Azofeifa 1 against 3. The slide tackle by Gonzalez. She's in trouble now. Azofeifa pleading to the referee, and a yellow card given. They want more. It's Villalpando, the left back, who tried to recover, as Azofeifa was 1 against 4. Left Sanchez in the dust. Here comes Villalpando with a lunging tackle. Yellow card. Questions being asked, as she was the last defender. Did she prevent or foil an obvious goal-scoring chance? First yellow card for Mexico. Urieta trying to assemble a wall. 3 players oblige. Referee Monroy has been hearing it from the sidelines from Edgar Rodriguez, and we have an injury. Looks to be a Mexican player. Daniela Ocampo is reading the referee the riot act. It's Solis, who's been electric in the opening match, as well as the first half in this one. Did something happen off the ball to have the right winger in this awkward position? Another yellow card coming out, and it's going to be given. Is it Quesada who said something? You'll get confirmation. The yellow card to the sidelines now. I'm presuming to one of the Costa Rican players, but we're not assistant officials rather. Referee Monroy doing some housekeeping after Azofeifa was brought down by Villalpando. Yellow card given. That was the easiest one for the referee to judge. But now 2 more brandished to a Costa Rican player and then to the sidelines. And it's all said and done. Can Costa Rica get one back? The cultured left foot of Paniagua. Chipping towards the keeper. Murrieta punches. Martinez being shrugged by Recio. And it's going to be a throw-in for Costa Rica. Martinez doesn't like it. Arquero to take. Solano lofting it in. Ibarra. Still Ibarra in trouble now. Heavy first touch by Ruiz. Vidal Pando tucked inside. Miyazato down the line to Reyes. Giving chases Alfaro. Still Reyes. Reyes in the box now. She goes down. The game has lived up to the hype in the first 43 minutes. It was intense for the first 15, back and forth in the midfield. And then Mexico slowly worked their way into the game and created chance after chance in a 20-minute span from about the 23rd to the 43rd. And they're enjoying a 2-0 cushion in this first half against Costa Rica. Alfaro. Costa Rica desperate to get one back before the half. Nodded down. Paniagua. Ocampo coming off the midfield. Reyes. Gonzalez. Slide tackle from Medina. Up the line from Gonzalez. Marquero. Solis is back on her feet. Throw into Mexico, just about behind the halfway line. We're into the last minute of this first half in regular time. Mexico and Martinez inching forward. Now they go back. Gonzalez. Ibarra under pressure from Solano. Beautiful switch of play from Martinez. From right back to left back. Vidal Pando. Inside. Miyazato. Sanchez. Big gap in midfield. Sanchez has another shot, and I see the back of the net. What a strike! Daphne Sanchez, who did not play the first game, who's not shy of shooting, has lofted this one over Quesada and into the last post. Kisses to the crowd. Mexico 3, Costa Rica 0. Something out of nothing. Sanchez picking up the ball in front of the defense. They all backed off, they dared her. And how dare they? They all backed off and she just lobbed it. And it just nestled into the far corner. Technique, pace, power, accuracy. One of the strikes and one of the goals so far of this tournament. Daphne Sanchez, take a bow. Exclamation mark put on at the end of the first 45 minutes here. Solis trying to unlock Martinez. Ruiz. Ocampo. Mexico like bees around Ocampo in the midfield. Martinez hounding, and a free kick now for Costa Rica. We're in the 47th minute. All eyes on referee Monroy. Ruiz going back to Quesada. Costa Rica trying to rebuild. Maria Gonzalez was cautioned on the sidelines. Paniagua, of course, coming away from the crowd, outside of the foot. Azufeifa. Out the byline, still Azufeifa. Excellent defending by Ibarra. And a corner kick for Costa Rica, who have a huge hole to dig themselves out of. The left-footed Paniagua. Swung in the 6-yard box. Murieta gets a hand to it, and Mexico clear. There's the final whistle to the first 45 minutes. El Tricolor, Mexico, lead Costa Rica by 3-0. An absolute dominant performance in the last third of the field. Reyes, Solis, Sanchez are the star players who have gotten the goals for Mexico. Have they looked to try to take the lead in League A, Group A, try to separate themselves from Costa Rica. Costa Rica have questions to ask as they head into the locker room. How do they get back into this match in midfield? How do they stop Solis, Reyes and Miyazato? Reyes with an assist and a goal. Villalpando was cautioned, but Mexico dominant in the first 45 minutes. They lead Costa Rica by 3-0. When we return to Toluca, we will have first half highlights. We are back in Toluca, Mexico for this crucial Group A matchup between Costa Rica and the host Mexico. And Edgar Rodriguez cannot bear to see another 45 minutes like he saw in the first, as Mexico worked their way into the match and were clinical in front of goal. Reyes winning the penalty, converting the penalty. Solis following up from a corner kick that Costa Rica never handled. And then magic from Sanchez from 30 yards out. Mexico looking to make their 8th appearance in the World Cup. Costa Rica trying to get their 3rd appearance. But because there's only 3 groups with 4 teams in each, only the leader or the winner of each group will automatically go through, as well as the best second place team. And Costa Rica does not want to have to be a part of the second place runnings. And the crowd of Mexico in Toluca, as soon as they come onto the pitch, the chants begin. Have they been thoroughly impressive and dominant in the first 45 minutes? But if it's one team that can score goals in a hurry, it's Costa Rica. 8 goals in the first match of this tournament, and in round 1 of qualifying they scored 10, so 18 goals in the last 3 matches. Mexico 5 against Bermuda and 3 so far in this match. Both coaches would feel if they can win this match, will give them some breathing room in the group. Last huddle before the whistle. Costa Rica have a lot to come back from. Can Paniagua find her rhythm in this second half and create chances for Costa Rica? And her opposite number 10, Citali Reyes, with an assist and a goal from the penalty spot, has helped separate these 2 teams. There's been a substitute for Mexico. The local player, Fernanda Monroy from Toluca, is now on the pitch. And she's on that far left-hand side, where I believe Solis was playing. We'll get confirmation, but it's going to be a throw-in for Mexico. There's Reyes. Switching sides, Martinez. Gonzalez inviting Costa Rica onto her. Well read by Ocampo, picking the pocket of Martinez. Now threading it through, looking for Medina. That last bit of quality in midfield. Ocampo and Medina not on the same page. Chance of Mexico from the sidelines, and why not? They have entertained and they've rewarded their fans who came out today in Federación Mexicana de Fútbol. Here is the substitute, Monroy. Slide tackle, corner kick for Mexico, the first for them in the second half. give you one guess who's taking this corner kick. Right-footed Citali Reyes. Lofted, 6-yard box, falls for Ibarra. Challenged by Costa Rica, clear their lines. It's Azofeifa. Chipping it down to the corner flag is Martinez. Nice thumping tackle coming from Barquero. Ibarra lofts it back into the box and Monroy can't get there. Goal kick for Costa Rica. Almost picking the pocket. Ball played forward, trapped by Ibarra, looking for options. Costa Rica still can't get any sort of rhythm in stringing passes together. Murieta. Understanding what the game needs. Mexico not going to be in any sort of hurry or take any chances to try and play through a Costa Rican press. They go long. Monroy, fresh legs, even she can't get there. Quesada going out wide here. Ruiz going back to Quesada. And we have a final score. It was the second match in match day 3. USA defeating Honduras by 7-0 as they take control of that group. USA 8-time winners of this tournament. Costa Rica yet to do so. Mexico won it back in 2013. Mexico's best ever finish in the World Cup was in 2018. And with the likes of Reyes, Miyazato and Solis, they like their chances in 2025. It's going to be a free kick. Captain Ibarra. And that was Azofeifa just standing on Ibarra's foot and winning the free kick. Villalpando. Reyes, who's drifted out wide. Back to Villalpando. Crossing, ricochet, top of the box now for Sanchez. And she can't put it on goal with her left foot. Don't dare her with her right. Wide, Barquero under pressure. Here comes Mexico pressing, and they win it back with Barajas. Miyazato thinks better of it and goes all the way back. Gonzalez lofting it to the penalty spot. One bounce to Quesada. Mexico continue to press. Ruiz in trouble, winning it back is Sanchez. Miyazato onside, lofting it to the last post, and the ball went out of play. Goal kick, Costa Rica. Taken short. Superb pass to find Paniagua in midfield. Now driving into the Mexican half. Medina thinks better of the cross, goes back on top. Paniagua. Still Paniagua. Mexico keep it in play. Miyazato, superbly done by the Mexicans to dispossess Paniagua. Sanchez twisting and turning, causing Raquel Recio to give up a free kick. Here's Sanchez, who scored the goal of the game so far, and one of the goals of this competition just before half-time. Martinez. Sanchez pickpocketed from Ocampo. Solano. Referee brings it back. Free kick for Costa Rica from that first challenge. Just to clarify, final score in Group C, USA 7, Honduras 0. Ruiz taken short. Here's Ocampo. Alfaro. Lofting it, the left corner flag, giving chase was Barquero, the left back. Gonzalez touched it last, and it's going to be a corner kick for Costa Rica. They need anything, a window, a little bit of daylight, something to get back in this match. Desperate for a goal. Paniagua, the left footer, to take. Swung in by the penalty spot. Cleared away by Miyazato. Barquero's throw. Tussle, and Martinez wins it. Villalpando comes off of Martinez. Barquero's throw again. Paniagua. Martinez has the last laugh. Mexico from right to left. Reyes threading it. Monroy, the local girl, to the left of the box, across the field to the goal. Saved by Quesada. Eva Stack was inches away. Quesada cramping. Monroy splitting the defenders with an educated pass across the face of the goal, and it was actually Stack who got the last touch. Now Barbara Del Real, who started against Bermuda, in goal for Mexico. Starting tonight, Quesada for Costa Rica. Picking up, looks like to be an injury. The two goalkeepers on the sideline, Melissa Vargas and Melin Castro. As Edgar Rodriguez is thinking about shaking things up. Two substitutes on their feet. Alicia Lindo, who scored the 8th goal against Haiti on Monday. The number 12 is on her feet. So too the number 6, Iska Chaveri. was coming across to see the formation change. So Chaveri and Lindo getting ready to check in at the halfway line. Edgar Rodriguez trying to get the referee's attention, and he has. It is going to be Nubia Medina to come off for Lindo. And Raquel Recio will come off for Chaveri. Fresh legs for Las Ticas. Will that be enough to get them back in this game? Clearing it is Costa Rica, and the winner throwing on the far side. And we are 58 minutes into this match. Mexico doing the damage in the first half. They're seeing a 3-0 down the line, giving chase. And Chaveri, actually it's the number 7, as a Feifa over the back of Ibarra. To that left-hand side. Sanchez just lobbing it up. Anywhere will do for Mexico. Awkward bounce. Miyazato is now in. Barquero has lost the sight of the ball. Miyazato. Sanchez. And coming across. Top of the box. And on the penalty spot was Reyes, who puts her head in her hands with a golden opportunity to put Mexico 4 in front. Quesada takes it quickly. Ruiz to Barquero. Through for Costa Rica. Out by Gonzalez. And number 9, Solano, who's been so quiet for Costa Rica, just a little frustrated, pulling the shoulder of Barajas. Barajas, the number 6 for Mexico, it's her birthday today, April 3rd. Happy birthday, Barajas. Here's Stella Barajas. Solano tries to borrow her shirt. Up the line for Costa Rica. And it's Vasquez on the far side. Came in for Solis. Roy tuning into the box. Top of the box is Sanchez, out by Ocampo. Mexico at this point finding life very easy with 29 minutes remaining in this crucial Group A matchup between Costa Rica and Mexico. The home side 3-0 up. Barra clears. Chaveri. Vasquez. Going down with Chaveri, and Costa Rica win the free kick. Taken quickly. Ruiz. Barquero. Off of Misato, who gets it back. Ruiz. Nowhere to go for Costa Rica. White shirts are everywhere. It almost looks like Mexico are playing with 14 players rather than 11. They are so efficient with their movement. As Sanchez, the goal scorer, was clattered into by Paniagua. Just a little bit of a lull in the game. Understandably so, as Mexico managing this scoreline. And it really is in Costa Rica's interest to shake things up and make things a little desperate. Ibarra switching sides beautifully to Miyazato, and her control does not match the pass. Barquero and referee Monroy is not going to allow you to get anywhere out of the vicinity of the set piece. Up the line it goes. Barquero just lofting it forward. Ibarra. Urieta, who's a lonely figure at the back for Mexico. Martinez. All alone on the right. Miyazato coming across is Ruiz. Miyazato to the byline. Referee has said play on, and finally the assistant referee picked up the pull of the shoot by Miyazato. And it's going to be a free kick for Costa Rica. Bit of trickery by Miyazato, but there was nowhere to go. And tugging the shoot of Ruiz. Alfaro. Quesada. Costa Rica slow to build out of the back. Alfaro. Beautiful ball to Paniagua in the center circle. Paniagua driving. Barajas harassing. Still Paniagua. Showing the ball, taking it away, and now wins the free kick. No shortage of trickery when the number 10 is on the ball. Got the ball inside of her own half. Drove it right through the midfield with Barajas on her shoulder. Invited Barajas to the pub, decided against it. And all the number 6 could do is actually just concede the free kick. Now Costa Rica, more importantly, have a free kick from 30 yards out. And looking at the scoreline, they can use just about anything right now to create some doubt. Paniagua has stepped away. Chaveri, the substitute, is lining it up. Ball is dead center. ...30 yards from goal. Chaveri being talked to by referee Monroy. So Chaveri from 30 yards out. Can she test Murieta? Chaveri, not too far off. Murieta, Mexico taking their time to get this goal kick in play. Ibarra lofting it, Sanchez flicking it on, Miyazato throwing for Arquero and Costa Rica. Down the line, but headed out by Martinez. Costa Rica are going to need more than throw-ins. They're going to need something in the midfield. And the shot total 16-1 tells the story of how good Mexico have been. Paniagua just out hustled in midfield every time she's gotten the ball. Wins a free kick, but she's got no rhythm, the number 10. She's again through the legs of Martinez, and the physical Martinez will have nothing of it. So the captain Ruiz surveying, lofting it. Vasquez, the substitute. Throw in for Mexico. Lofting it forward is Reyes. Vasquez running onto it. Actually, it's Eva Stack in on goal. Quesada comes out. Costa Rica left wanting. Little chip over the top by Reyes. Again Reyes wins it back, closing in top of the box. Reyes' shot. Every time the ball is in around the Mexico's number 10, she's full of life, intercepting, passing, shooting. All a coach wants is for a player to influence their 10-yard sphere. And Citali Reyes does that game after game. Let it on to Miyazato, top of the D. Driving forward, Gonzalez. Little flick from Sanchez. Costa Rica to play Bermuda on April 5th. Mexico to play Haiti on that same day as well. And the animated Edgar Rodriguez still directing traffic with 20 minutes to go. Martinez up the line. Sanchez to get to the byline. Ocampo's there. Martinez's cross to the penalty spot. Alfaro. Paniagua having to come deep and is dispossessed in a dangerous area. Stack. Still Sack. Straight to Quesada. And Costa Rica lives to tell the tale. Alfaro. Ocampo. Martinez comes out of trouble. Barajas, the birthday girl, finds Gonzalez. Free kick for Mexico. What an opportunity for Eva Stack. to get her first goal of the competition. 1v1 with Quesada, looked for power rather than placement. And the Costa Rican goalkeeper did a great job in parrying it away. Monroy from Toluca. Barajas goes down, and referee calls for a free kick. Floppy challenge. Here's that chance again, dribbling past Ruiz. And never got around the ball, ended up splicing it. Straight to Quesada. Brilliant save nonetheless though. Still had to go to her left, Quesada. Fantastic. Ibarra and Reyes. Right-footed Ibarra, left-footed Ibarra, right-footed Reyes. On this free kick. Reyes. Ibarra chipping to the last post, beautifully done, and the header. It's wide. Referee has called to the penalty spot. It is going to be a penalty, looks like, as Quesada went down. It's Sanchez. We're hearing moans from the field after the collision. It sounds like Quesada is in a world of pain. Something out of the training ground. A fake by Reyes, Ibarra's left foot over the top to the 6-yard box. Sanchez ran on. Here's the collision. Sanchez, the control, out comes Quesada. Sanchez got a head to it. And looks like Sanchez's knee hits Quesada. Quesada's hands hit Sanchez. Let's call that the perfect collision. Sanchez is still on the ground, on her back. A towel around her face. We saw from the replay Quesada's hands. And there's the handshake, the spirit of the game. Quesada shaking Sanchez's hand. Looks like the referee pointed to the spot when she blew the whistle. So when the dust is cleared, and with the Costa Rican players standing on the 18-yard line, it looks like the call will stand for the penalty. Mexico got their first goal of the match from the penalty spot. Citali Reyes created the penalty and scored the penalty. Now Sanchez, who scored a thundering strike for the third goal for Mexico, is really in some trouble on the ground. She's helped to her feet. Sanchez, the crowd love it. Question is, can she continue? Coughing, still looks in terrible shape. And the little number 10, Citali Reyes from Las Vegas University, is stepping up to the 12-yard spot. As Mexico look to make some substitutions, no doubt Sanchez will be one of those. Quesada back on her feet in the goal. Reyes trying to make it 4. Quesada looking to find some momentum for Costa Rica for the rest of this match and for the next. Citali Reyes buries it in the same spot. Thumping drive, no questions, and Sanchez, they go immediately to her. Gauze on both nostrils as she works her way to the sideline, still dazed, as Mexico celebrate their fourth. Changes being made for Mexico. Daphne Sanchez, of course, coming off, and Alvarado coming on. Eva Stack coming off. And number 16, Samantha Ruiz coming on. Costa Rica making a change as well. Serrano coming off. And Carol Molina coming on. Serrano, who got the first goal against Bermuda in the first match, never really got into the match. Mexico pressing again. Don't they know they're up 4-0 in the 78th minute? To the byline. Here's Martinez. Picks up a free kick. So it was Celeste Martinez coming for Eva Stack. Going back to that penalty kick. What a strike. Same spot, same place, same result. Reyes, no messing about. Free kick for Mexico. It'll be the left foot to the near post. Cleared away by Alvaro. Vasquez coming all the way across. Ibarra across the face of the box now. Maybe a counter-attack for Solano. Here is Solano. Paniagua wins the free kick from a late challenge. I have to say, referee Monroy has been lenient. Every time Paniagua has gotten the ball, it's a little cheeky foul. Not enough to raise eyebrows, but over and over and over again. Here she comes, touches it around. There's the follow through to stop her. Over and over again. Something that referee Monroy has not cautioned. Ibarra. 10 minutes to go in regular time. Added time will be placed in this second half because of the Sanchez injury. Martinez. Looking for Celeste Martinez. Shrugged out of play from Ruiz. Well, Costa Rica, their 3-game win streak and 18 goals unanswered have come to a screeching halt here in Toluca. Miyazato goes down. Referee swallows the whistle. Goal kick. Ruiz. Arquero. Celeste Martinez with those fresh legs, just harassing Arquero. Lindo, the number 12, who came on about 10 minutes ago, hasn't touched the ball as yet. Barquero's limping and wincing. Alexa Martinez played every match in the 2024 World Cup for Mexico. Will take the throw-in. And Barquero has hit the ground again. She is in a lot of pain. The left back for Costa Rica. Medical staff is now on the field. Carlos Monga and Dennis Pabon attending to Barquero. Players are off the bench. And it's going to be Brittany Aronis getting ready to check in, maybe for Barquero. So too, number 11, Maria Gonzalez. That'll be all 5 substitutions for Costa Rica. So Barquero will come off for Aronis, who's in a lot of pain, and Veronica Solano comes out for Maria Gonzalez. 5 substitutions made. Edgar Rodriguez putting all the cards on the table. But Mexico with a 4-0 lead now in the driver's seat. Mexico has brought on Vanessa Paredes. She gets her first touch, right back. Captain Ibarra goes out to the left. Monroy. Vasquez. And coming into this game, the expectation, the hype that has been lived up to, and Mexico answering the bell in front of their home supporters. The 2018 World Cup runners-up. And it is Barquero for Aronis. And they've come out and scored 4 goals unanswered against the dangerous Costa Rica. And the local player Monroy in control. Five minutes to go in regular time. There will be stoppage time. Reyes has now taken her count in the tournament to 3. 1 in the first, 2 so far in the second. Solis with her second goal of the tournament. Over the top to Celeste Martinez. Little back heel, beautiful. Going to the sidelines is Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the centre back, wins the throw-in for Mexico. Ibarra. Vasquez. Reyes. Vasquez. And game management in mode. Ibarra go all the way back to Murrieta, who's alone on an island in this match. Hasn't been called upon to make any saves. Only 1 shot so far for Costa Rica. Coming inside. There's that turn by Miyazato. Couldn't find Martinez. And it's going to be a free kick. Looks like it's going to be for Mexico. Miyazato was trying to play it wide. He followed through on the tackle. Caught the number 7. Quesada wants 4 in the wall. And she's going to have to contest with the captain of Mexico, Berenice Ibarra. Who has a left foot with the power of a Scud missile. Quesada gets into position. Ibarra, the wall does its job. Reyes, dispossessed. Vasquez. Reyes, still one-way traffic. Goal kick Costa Rica. Chaveri going long. Chipped over the top. And the substitute, Paredes, goes back to Murieta. Vasquez can't control. Down the line, turning inside. As a Feifa, threading it through, offside. Free kick to Mexico. Ibarra. Paredes. Ruiz. Given away. Costa Rica can't manage the possession. Murieta will slow things down with 10 seconds to go in regular time. And the 90 minutes is up. Long kick by Murieta. 5 minutes of injury time to be added as Mexico can seize the daylight. That'll be 6 points out of 6. They'll play Haiti on Friday to wrap up the tournament. Celeste Martinez. The cross from Gonzalez. Taken quickly. And referee Monroy says the ball was rolling and the goal kick will be retaken. Ruiz. Quesada. Chaveri. Alfaro battling with Reyes and a free kick for Costa Rica. And the frustration is boiling over. Alfaro wants Reyes to be booked. Referee Monroy just cooling things down. So much was depending on this game, and Costa Rica have been embarrassed, it has to be said. Only one shot they've created, and this is the pull from Reyes. There's the reaction from Alfaro. Throw in for Costa Rica. As Ofeifa still fighting to the end. Free kick as Paniagua used too much hands, and Mexico will get back possession. And again, they will slow things down with Ibarra going back to Murieta. Captain lobbing it forward towards the left corner flag, giving chases Vasquez. Alfaro in pursuit. Excellent tackle by Alfaro. Vasquez gets it back and sips it on top of the box from Miyasato. Reyes tries to go for the last post cross. Out of play, and it's going to be a kick. And Gonzalez just leaving a mark on the number 21, Molina. Lofted to the right corner flag. And Alfaro is asking the question, why? Ibarra. Dispossesses Chaveri. Reyes is asking the question, just like Alfaro did, and Chaveri has been cautioned. And he cheers on the sideline to rub salt in the wound for Chaveri as the Mexicans start their chant. Lofted forward by Ibarra. Over the head of Molina. Paredes' header. Here is Molina. 5 minutes of injury time is up. And referee Monroy blows the final whistle. A game that started with so much pending on it has finished with Mexico 4-0 winners over Costa Rica, exercising their dominance in women's U17 football. They got a bye into the final round, and they've shown the reason why. Their captain Reyes with an assist and 2 goals, the player of the match. But Solis supported as Mexico rampant over Costa Rica, not only in the scoreline, but in the shot attempts, the possession, and just about any statistic you can think of. El Tricolor has overturned Las Ticas here in Toluca. These two teams will play again on Friday, with Costa Rica playing Bermuda and Mexico playing Haiti. But after this result, Costa Rica will have to hope that Bermuda, actually Haiti, can stop Mexico. Haiti, of course, winning today to get their first 3 points. They won their match by 4-1 over Bermuda. So in Toluca, Mexico 4-0 over Costa Rica as they get all 3 points in Group A. When we come back, full-time highlights. The highly anticipated match between Costa Rica and Mexico in Group A in Toluca, taking place on match day 3. Both teams winning their first match decisively. Costa Rica 8-0, Mexico 5-0. As they look to square off to see who can take the lead in Group A. Costa Rica got us underway. And it was Mexico with Solis crossing into the side netting, started to impose their will. Then he crossed to the last post, almost converted by Barajas. Solis up the line, again across to the last post, and Sanchez couldn't convert. Then it was Sanchez's shot just wide, where she was only beginning to start measuring the goal. Cross from Martinez as Mexico started to create one-way traffic on Quesada's goal. Quesada out of her box, clearing it to safety. Then Miyazato closing in. Shot from Sanchez, forcing a save from Quesada. And the number 8 was just getting closer and closer. Corner kick. Headed out by Costa Rica. Then a penalty for Reyes, who created the penalty and finished it emphatically to give Mexico the 1-0 lead that they deserved. Then ball fell for Solis, the roof of the net, to make it 2-0. Costa Rica never handled the corner, and the left winger finished. Then Sanchez's shot, a rocket from outside into the far corner to give them a 3-0 lead at the half. Mexico rampant. Then Vasquez across the face of the goal. Stack couldn't convert. Another cross, and Reyes on top of the penalty spot. A shot from Chaveri from the free kick, just over Murrieta's crossbar. Then Stack forcing a save from Quesada. Quesada point-blank range, saving from Stack, as the Costa Rican keeper with a fantastic reaction save. Then Sanchez and Quesada colliding. Quesada's hands taking out Sanchez, and Reyes converting the penalty. The second half penalty matching the first, as Mexico take all 3 points to pull away in Group A. 4-0 lead at the end of 90, 21 shots to 1. That tells the story. Possession 58-42. Corner kicks 6-2. 8 shots on target to 0. As El Tricolor take all 3 points in Pachuca. What does that mean? Let's take a look at the Group A standings. Mexico pull ahead, not only with points, but with goal difference as well. Costa Rica on second place, Haiti third, Bermuda all the way on fourth, as another round of games to be played on Friday. So a match full of expectation turned out to be a rout. Mexico dominant for all 90 minutes as they defeat Costa Rica by 4-0. From all of us from the broadcast crew, thank you for joining us. My name is Ryan Davis from Pachuca. We're signing off. Good night.